Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel KGFL Creations. In today's video, I am going to show you how I added a clean neck binding on the inside of a t-shirt, but in this case it is my dress that I just finished sewing to cover those serger threads on the inside. This video was actually a request by one of my lovely subscribers, Gail. She had requested this video a long time ago, and I finally did the recording, and I'm so excited to share how I do it. It is a simple trick that gives your shirt a nice and professional finish, inside and out. Just as a little heads up, I did have a little mistake along the way, but I will show you what I did to fix it. You know, it happens to all of us. This is real. There's no way around it. So let's jump right in and get started. I am going to use this fabric here, which is a knit I got from Joann's a while back. I made a classic tee, I think, out of this one, and I have this left over. So I'm going to use that. I already cut this edge right here. I kind of squared it a little bit. It was off. So I'm going to see if I can put it here on the table nicely, like this. It is folded here on this edge. I know I don't need all of this, but I can use it on the next garment that I need to do the back neck, the neck binding in the back. So all I need to do is, with my ruler, just position on the 1 inch, just like that. Oh, there's a reflection here from my light. And just come here and cut a 1 inch strip. That's it. Very long, but this can be used for 2 tops. This is the top of the dress that I want to put the binding here on the back neckband to clean this serger edge right here. So what I am going to do, I know which one is the right side and the wrong side. The wrong side of this fabric, it is a little bit fuzzy. I can see it. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I can. So this is the right side, the wrong side of the fabric. At the end, what I want is for it to be like this, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put right sides with this side here. I'm going to put right sides together up here, and I am going to sew right along my stitching line on my serger right here, from shoulder to shoulder. I'm going to do that. I am going to pin this. So actually, let me cut this right here. Let me tell you something. My husband asked me why I have this on this pair of scissors, and I told him that I need to differentiate from my new pair of scissors and my old one, and I added this to this one. This is my new one, because my old one fell to the ground, and when it fell like this, and I lost the little tip right here. This one here hurts if I go, because it's nice and pointy. My other one, when it fell, it went like boop, like that. So I still use the other one for cutting, but this one, if I need to cut something right to the edge, this is the one I use, which is my newer, it's not new, it's newer pair of scissors here. All right, so what I am going to do, let's do this. Let's put it inside out. Here, my pins here. right side. I'm gonna go over a little bit here because I'm going to fold it at the end. I'll show you when I get to the machine. So this will be right sides together, just like this. Only to the other shoulder, only in the back, just the back piece. I know I use a lot of pins. I do like to use a lot of pins. You see all this other portion right here? This will be used for another top. I'm just gonna cut here. I might just trim this a little bit more. You see this? This will be for the next one. Now let's go to the machine and I'll show you what I do next. I want to stitch right on this line right here. I know you're not going to be able to see it because I have white on a light background, but I want to stitch right at the edge of my serger stitching right here. So that's what I'm going to do. Nothing fancy here, no stretching at all, just stitching along the side here. And I started a little bit in to the seam. This is the shoulder seam right here. So I'm starting just a little bit in. I did put my needle down. And I'm going to start. No stretching of the fabric is needed. So just go slowly right on this line. So let's start. I usually take my pins out because I don't like to go over my pins. Just slowly. I am a slow sewer, so bear with me. I'll just accelerate the video a little bit so this is not too boring. Just be careful not to get any puckers on your garment. This is it. I remembered to I changed the top thread to a lighter color, but the bottom is still in green, but that's okay. It's not going to show. This is how it looks right now. Let me just cut these little snips here. I did sew on this side here. And if I do this, you see, and this is the end that I want right here. On the side here, I am going to fold this in. I'm going to cut this, it's a bit too big. Fold it in. I'm going to cut it maybe up to here and then do this. Go under, and I'm gonna pin this whole thing here. This needs pinning, and I am going to sew right here on this little edge right here. But before I do all of this, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to choose a label. I just remembered I can put a label here. So I am going to fold this in half I can get my center. Actually, I think, oh no, I searched over it. I had marked it where my center is. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to put a pin in my center. This is where I'm going to add my little label. Now I'm going to choose a label. This is my label collection here. I have this little tin. It says Kylie and the Machine label collection. In here, it's a big mess of labels. Look at this. This is just crazy. With all the labels that I have now, I'm going to go through all of this and choose one label for this one garment. I have added a lot of pins from one side. You see, I folded this little bit under and I pinned there, and all around I chose this little label here. It's a Kylie and the Machine label, so this is the one I chose, and I pinned all the way to this side right here, and I folded under with the little pin. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here. I'm going to start right here, sew down, pivot, and go across this way all the way to the other side, pivot, and then go up. Now that I'm just looking at this, I did go all the way. I started here. See this? I have to pull this in and knot it right here, and all the way to the other side. It looks fine. Below is the green thread that I had in the bobbin, but I have to unpick a portion right here because I have a pucker right there. I'm going to have to unpick this section here, and also didn't catch much of my label. I have to put the label a little bit more in there. So I think I'll unpick from like here to where my little pucker is right here. So I will unpick this, put my label a little bit under, and it won't show the little KATM right here, but that's okay. So I'll just stuck it in a little bit more so it catches, because right now it is not catching. It's missed a little bit right there. You see? Right there. So yeah. Need to redo this. I will be right back. Okay. I unpicked this portion here from here to just right here. I pulled the threads on this side. Now I am going to start a little bit, maybe 1 inch here, so I can go over this. Same thing here. When I finish, I'm going to go over this. And my label, it's inside. I kind of hand stitched the label a little bit to the inside of this part here so it doesn't stick out, and I put a pin right here to hold it to the garment so it doesn't move around on me. So let's go again. I use my friend here. We all have a friend. This is real. Things happen. Let's go to round 2. All right, round 2. This is the end result. You see I have my threads here, which I'm going to pull and knot and cut. My label here, it is a little bit on the crooked side. I don't know what it is that I can never get a label to stay straight. There is something wrong. I have to keep doing this and see if it will look good. There's no puckers in the back. You cannot see the stitch much because it is green, the bobbin thread. So I am going to clean this up, iron it. See the one thread here? I am going to iron it, and that's pretty much it. That's how I add the neck binding here. You could also use bias tape for this, but since I don't have bias tape, the color that I want, I just use this fabric that I had in my stash. This is the final result of the binding here. I have not top stitched this portion yet because I will only do that when I do the hems. Then I'll do the top stitching all around. So I need to do that with my twin needle. So it does look pretty good. I am happy with it. My little label, it is not straight, but it's all right. I don't even think it's smack in the middle. It might be a little bit on the this side than this side, but there's nothing I can do about that. Too late now. I hope you like this. And that's it. The neck binding is all done, and I'm really happy about it, even with that little hiccup along the way. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more sewing projects and tips. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.